Okie dokie. Looks like we're live, and hello everyone, Neighborly here, and welcome back. We're getting right back into more of the Outer Worlds, because, as mentioned at the beginning of last night's stream, going to be going on to a bit of a hiatus soon, because moving. So, trying to get the most out of the remaining streams before final packing. And,
Makes
well,
sense.
after everything that went down last night, we managed to find who the killer was, but we still need to track them down.
Yes, we know the killer. We need to find the mirror. That is the best goddamn dialogue in this game. Bite me if you think otherwise.
I mean, some of the best dialogue in the Fallout games and the Outer Worlds as well is the dumb options.
I don't know if it was a mod or something, but I swear there's one person in Fallout New Vegas that you can only really understand if you're dumb as shit.
I'm not sure I've ever done a dumb run in New Vegas, so might be worth going and doing a personal playthrough to see if I can find this supposed character.
Like I said, I'm not sure if it was a mod thing, but I'm checking that now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, in the meantime, for a quick review, we finished going and investigating the various different possible suspects, and well, none of them ended up committing the murder. So we ultimately found out that there was more to the murder than meets the eye, because it wasn't just Halcyon Helen who was killed. It turns out that Halcyon Helen was secretly a twin all along.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the one who's been raking up a body count has been that twin, or rather, the actual Halcyon Helen, since the one murdered was the twin who kept her identity in secret. But as it would just so turn out,
What could that have been? Their mistake.
oh,
My God. I'm just looking at some of the low things with New Vegas. Apparently, when first meeting somebody at Helios 1, you spawn with, I is scientific, while you're visiting the power plant. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Don't quit on us, Parvati!
I was not paying attention, and I didn't notice the hosts and parasites. I also feel like, considering that one was listed as a rupturing host, I can't help but feel like these parasite things might be getting worse. Okay, so I'm going to check my journal, because I want to make sure I go to these things in the right order, because one of the optionals is to recruit Cedric. Because yeah, after talking with Halcyon and Helen, because we're now officially working with her to bring down Ludovico, because
Something's bumming me out.
Make him regret it.
Smile, damn you!
Look at us!
okay, yeah, these leeches are becoming a problem.
Here they come! Hear something? I can see
You got him.
you!
Because I thought it didn't occur to me last night regarding Ludovico and his strategy for basically going and infecting everyone in the colony, because for what he just proposed was true happiness.
I just want to be your friend.
So is this neither an infinite ammo thing that just randomly cycles through different elemental rounds?
It looks like it. I mean, it don't.
Not to make you smile.
Riddle Life? Is that the name of it?
The Needler.
Oh, it is actually called me out. What's the Riddle Life thing at the bottom right then?
I'm guessing that's the current ammo type.
Yeah, the weapon fire is infinitely refilling in one of 3 potent chemicals. Riddle Life is the deadly green liquid that slowly damages the target.
So corrosive damage.
Costol Marine is a corrosive yellow that slowly eats away at target's armor. Damn it. So basically, yellow eats away at armor. And Billerol is a numbing liquid that slows the target. And apparently it's been more potent with your science skill. And you can cycle through it by reloading.
So okay, basically we have a sap the health, sap the armor, and just slow them down.
And so, you remember what each one does, or do you need a heads up?
Someone else will clean this up, right?
I think the imagery it gives you a good enough understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, purple, it makes sense. Purple slow.
Law, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them? No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside with the others.
I mean, do I look like I have an artificial smile on my face that looks like I had a night out with the Joker? No, I don't. But yeah, that Ludovico's just so caught up in all of his stuff that one thing I don't think he contemplated was him. He even noticed that an overdose of those parasites makes the whole crazy thing. But he's assuming that just ingesting a single parasite would be it.
Yeah.
And Carl with the tier 2 resub. Thank you.
Hmm.
and at it for 63 months now. And I see numbers like that. I still before I let us get. I'm just going to try and get back to my original thought before I go down. I'll go spiraling there. But yeah, Ludovico. Do you think he ever once thought about, okay, once they're inside the body, are they going to spread? Are they going to reproduce?
I didn't think of anything better than slug make people always happy.
Yeah. Sad thing is, probably right about that.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
Yeah, what happened here?
Whew. Whatever it was, it happened quickly. Like a wave sweeping across the shore. We were overrun. Survivors are still trickling in. We've put out a call to slug agents not at the docks to keep their distance. With the warehouse's stores, slug could hold out here for weeks, easily. Possibly months.
Ludovico's behind everything. Will you help me take him down?
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
I like all these options. The more serious it gets worse. He wants to infect all the colony with slugs. Can you be smug later, please? This is urgent. I thought he was just an asshole. Turns out he's an evil asshole. And are you gonna help me punch the purple berries out of your rival or not?
Fuck, those are all great.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start with the more serious one, because, you know, infect all the colony with slugs.
It's an ambitious plan, I'll give him that. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Because I'm one person and kind of dumb, and I need help. Please?
Oh my word. I had thought you were acting the fool to disarm me, but... Good law! You weren't acting, were you? How are you alive, Inspector? Regardless, having seen you in this new light, I'd have to be heartless to say no. You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Tell them to bring their best weapons and any personal issues they'd like to work out through violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
Yeah, going to disperse an anti-parasitic. It's almost ready.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents.
I still love the licking
To see them
thing. It's
restored
almost
will
like
be a
don't
great
encourage
weight off my
them.
soul. Thank you.
Working with Helen to create an anti-parasitic. We need essence of Sprat.
With Helen, you don't say.
I did say, just now. Should I go slower?
I'd forgotten how disarming your sense of humor is, Inspector. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
Yeah, it's the best chance we have.
Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slut can supply you with essence of Sprat. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the essence of Sprat you need in there.
Who ordered essence of Sprat anyway?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say. A customer-supplier confidentiality and all that. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
Wanna guess which gland essence of Sprat comes from? Yeah, me neither.
Alright, now we need an egg pod. Can't fast travel while near hostiles, huh? There we go. Enough distance to fast travel.
Okay, what are there actually aliens like that in this game? I know it's
None that I've come across so far. I mean, there's still a DLC that we have left to do after this one, so there's a possibility, but those could just be aliens from one of the Halcyon Helen Aetherwave specials.
I don't know. Hey, you want some Spectrum Brown?
No.
I like how you're not even. You just answered that so quickly. And also, you probably should have because. Yeah.
Alright, we're... this is the profit of profitability spot. So... Prophet and her disciples don't seem to be overly happy. Yet, at least.
Stop that! What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
I suppose I can look away this time.
Map. I need to go up. Up. At least that's what it looks like from, based on the arrow.
Hmm.
Elevator going up. All right. Okay, now we gotta synthesize the anti-parasitic. Okay. There we go. Gotta love it when you got a whole bunch of these areas stacked up and it doesn't want to let you click on the right one.
Ugh.
Point the stuff and push the thingy.
Please.
You pour the gooey stuff into the test tube and toss in a handful of the other stuff. There's a sizzling sound. It smells like dead sprat. You push the thingy. The centrifuge spins up. It's delightful. You could watch it turn for hours.
I'm not dumb, but I honestly agree with that one.
The device does its work without any additional input from you. A swirl of bright colors entertains your eyes, and a few moments later you hear a bright chime. You see a small label stuck against the side of the device. The label reads, Rizzo's Laboratory Centrifuge. No training required. All Rizzo's laboratory equipment has been designed for use by the unschooled worker. Insert ingredients, push buttons, and watch it spin.
I mean, work.
And I don't have enough dexterity or perception to peel back the label.
Which is weird.
Hmm.
Can you come back?
Those are...
You can't agree.
No, you can't. Those are your
All
core,
right.
core stats, which are assigned to character creation.
Okay.
down.
No, funny. I just killed your friend.
And stay down, miscreant.
Oh, if you pull back the label, I found somebody who did it. It says another small label. It reads discontinued model, Space's Choice proprietary technology.
Ha!
So it wasn't even there. It wasn't even theirs. Is what I'm getting from that. I like that. It's brown. Drink it down.
No.
What if it's root beer?
That is not root beer.
Enough.
Besides, I already have a brand of root beer I prefer.
Bugs?
Nope.
Is it a known one? A well-known one?
Meeting protocols suspended.
Or is it like a
All
Chicago
non-essential
thing?
protocols suspended.
I managed to get outside of Chicago, so I'd say it's
Dispersal.
reasonably well enough, at least. You ever heard of Spreckers?
Maybe Sprek. I love the mascot. I just found that, I don't think I have, but goddamn, that crow looks cool.
Well then, I would highly recommend if you are feeling up to it. They do have, well, first seeing if it's available locally, because you can order it directly from Spreckers, but naturally, because ordering directly from them plus the shipping, it's a little bit more expensive than going to your local locations. Though ordering from them specifically, you can also get a few flavors that they make that might not be as readily available.
Yeah, I might have to try that sometime.
Yeah, now I've got a hankering for some Spreckers. Might see if I can swing to pick up a 4-pack. But for now, let's load and disperse the anti-parasitic.
Affirmative. Dispersing.
Maple root beer. Interesting. Well, although I assume this is a bigger bottle than it would. Oh, it's a 12-pack. No wonder. I was gonna say $30. I'm like, oh, 12-pack. That makes sense.
Message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
How?
He has completely lost it. Those are not symbiotes; they're parasites.
Oh, Cole says that I should be able to find it side effects. Thanks, Cole. I'll have to look for it.
Definitely. No, fast house. I'm gonna have to hoof it for this one.
Easy.
So I'm wondering what could be the most satisfying way to deal with Ludovico, because yeah,
If there's anything else, it's good to know we can.
It's a Wisconsin-based brand. I didn't even know that. That is also a good question.
because yeah, he's way too obsessed with these parasites.
I'll keep it down.
Interesting. They have energy root beer. I don't know if there's any saving them from with how many they have. One of those big slug things are big ones like larger versions of these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are just so many questions that Ludovico has either not bothered to think about or has ignored, because we've seen how big these slugs can get, and even if these guys only had one to begin with, there's no guarantee. It's clear that more than one has ended up bursting out of them. So, which means it is entirely likely, if not probable, that even if you have just one of these slugs infect you, they are going to multiply.
Yeah.
Because there is a definitive difference between a creature that is symbiotic and a bloody parasite. Everything I'm seeing here screams parasite.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, receptionist is dead. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was this particular one.
Oh god, you seem slowly losing their mind.
Yeah. Yeah. For Rizzo's having this whole Spectrum vodka line, when you think of Spectrum and rainbows, brown is definitely not a color you would normally associate.
Yeah, not even. I don't even have a joke for that.
How'd you do that so fast?
Recharge. Looks like another named weapon. Indeed it is. I admit, I do like the colors that Rizzo's gives, especially the various colors of vodka, say fudging brown.
I think you really don't want brown because of the. Although I don't know if the others have it in them.
Brown is the only one that's specifically been engineered to have those slugs in there.
Well, then again, I don't actually drink alcohol, so...
Yeah, I mostly just do it on occasion.
Wonder what they were storing down here. Were they getting ready for the launch of Spectrum Brown?
I wonder. And my armor gets a +5 to my stealth skills, but... yeah, it does take my sneak above 150.
This place is definitely not sanitary.
I just wanted to make you smile! I just wanted to make you smile! Oh. Oh.
Taking advantage of the environment to thin out the numbers of the infected.
Incoming! That's the last of them.
Yeah, I will admit, one of my favorite kind of builds for running through Outer Worlds 1 is a science build. Going all in on the science weapons.
How's Helen thing?
go and take a look at the stats real quick. Or the skills, rather. Because, yeah, getting the science skill up to 100 makes it so your tinkering cost for science weapons is capped. So you probably noticed how when I'm tinkering to raise the level of weapons, it goes and starts to get exponentially higher the more I raise it from its base level. Well, with the expert and master, if I remember correctly from the last time I did a science playthrough, that reduced the tinker cost for science weapons to at maximum 200. Which makes leveling them and using them a lot more reliable. So, I mean, I feel like I almost always put stuff into stealth because, you know, not so much sneak, but hack and lockpick are very useful skills to have. I'll have to figure out later how exactly I want to build myself for like a personal playthrough, so I can go through the game and play around with these with the science weapons from the DLC.
Are they growing parasites in those tanks? Nice going.
Ooh, and a native N-ray. Oh, hold on.
Oh yeah.
I won't have any new battle scars.
Saying a native N-ray named weapon. Very nice.
Ooh.
I haven't done too much in past playthroughs with taking advantage of the N-ray elemental type.
I mean, I've never played, so I can't say anything.
Just want to be your friend.
Back up. Don't let them catch me. Because I want to try and one-shot them all. Okay, that guy's definitely a wandering type, so let's wait for him to move so I can get behind him.
Wanted to make you smile.
In my sight.
Let me share my joy.
I swear, these kinds of smiling parasites, I could legit see this showing up as a Joker episode in a Batman show.
Wanted to make you smile.
They're too close together, though. Definitely alert each other. I take one of them out like this. And
Okay.
since I've gone melee sneaky,
Use your shower curtain. Oh, your scythe, that's right. You went back to your scythe, that's right.
this entire stinking plant is infested.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I just wanted to make you smile.
Oh, that's a long fall. Don't look down, Cap.
So much for trying to be sneaky on that one. Then again, I've never claimed to be good at stealth.
I mean, there is always heavy stealth. That's my brand of stealth, at least.
Yeah, the classic. There's don't you're still still undetected if there's no one there to report you.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Alright, this door here is sealed, so... Oh, safe!
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but based on what we've seen so far, I'd say be ready for anything.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you.
Not a perception to look at what's behind him, but... Look around, point to myself. Me?
I don't see any other dim-witted inspectors around, so yes, you. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. contaminated the air we breathe with your poison. You think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
Oh, he is he's too far gone. So I can see two ones here that that speak to me. One that requires just a single point in inspiration, which is to turn the companions. Am I the only one tired of listening to this guy? And and temperament, which is just holding my up, says, I know you're about to start a monologue. I don't care.
Glorious.
Which one, though? The, just tell him I don't care about what he has to say, or ask the others for their opinion of... Okay, am I the only one here tired of listening to this guy?
I mean, do you like your companions? You think they could give a funny response? That's what I have to say.
Ellie, most likely, yeah.
Well, there you go, then.
So
I
yeah.
always go for the role of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be if I just tell him, just shut up. Whatever you're gonna say, I don't care. Yeah. Am I the only one tired of listening to this guy?
Nope. Not even a little.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness, dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Them! Merciful law, stop!
That he had coming.
Look away for a sec. Did you throw him at him?
Nope. The queen did all the work herself.
Ah. Yeah, as I said, the parasites get pretty big. You know, I'm wondering if you fight the queen no matter who you side with.
Hold still, your majesty. It's time for a bit of... Oh. I stumble a bit trying to come up with a portmanteau of insecticide and regicide. And rejecting. And I do believe that at level 36, this is the level cap.
Ooh.
He got digested quickly.
Jeez.
Here's his access card, his outfit. Oh, and he was holding out on a rifle.
Real slick.
That probably could have helped with the fight if I had noticed that earlier.
Yeah, I was just reading on it to see if other stuff in it. Oh my god.
This machinery cluster is now active. Please exercise caution.
Hey, message.
Oh, you already helped Betty, didn't you? Actually, because something called auto body. Did you get the auto body?
I do not
It's a,
recall.
it's a science weapon.
Let me see. So we got Nova Burst, Recharge, Eureka, Hand Cannon, All In, Short Circuit, Signed Tossball Stick. Oh, those are the named weapons. We got the Spectrum Gatling, the Utter Buddy.
So you did get it. Cool. Science. I'm just curious, because
This machinery cluster is now active. Please exercise caution.
Okay, so after the fact, I've turned on all the machinery clusters. Ooh, an advanced defensive helmet. An advanced defensive helmet gold.
oh, have you collected any Spectrum vodka?
If you're talking about the one for the Spectrum Gatling, I've gotten that one.
Okay.
That one I specifically remember because of all the collecting I had to do to find all the different kinds of Spectrum vodka.
Hmm.
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers.
Oh.
Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
My one feels like this is one of those ones where it's best to put him out of his misery. I think in this case, yeah, knowing what's going to happen, so yeah, stand still. I'll put you out of your misery.
Yeah, you can take the rep decrease. I don't know if I want good rep with them.
Yeah. Alright, so looks like we're basically done here, so we just say goodbye to Helen and Cedric. And from the So, yeah, let's get out of here. Alright, so let's... Come on, give me the landing pad.
Yeah. Shame you gotta go turn yourself in.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list.
Yeah, I can't put the perception, but... I guess ask, how are you feeling?
I imagine this moment will be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Grief is a process. Hopefully now that Ludovico's done and his plans are foiled, now you can start the process of healing, so... I am not going to offer her a bottle of Spectrum Brown. I'm not going to give her the platitudes of revenge won't bring your sister back. And, well, can't call her out being a murderer because, well...
You've killed a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, give it time is the one I'd end up realistically giving her.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shit. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Alright, let's chat with Cedric now.
You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my gratitude.
Alright. Now just time to head on back on board the good old Unreliable and report into Ada. I have to admit, after spending so much time in the penthouse of a swanky apartment, being back on the Unreliable is almost cozy, quaint.
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I'm not the inspector anymore. I finished the Iridanis job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Aw, Ada, it sounds like you missed me. Or rather, yeah, I'm gonna say, okay, who do you think killed Halcyon Helen?
My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following: asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, grappling with a primal while inebriated, killed by an overzealous fan, death by automechanical, or profound loneliness. How close were my estimations?
Why don't I just tell you what happened?
Please, do so.
Oh, yes. That's even, you have to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how or why, but I'm pretty sure I killed Halcyon Helen.
That is an interesting conclusion, Captain. I am attempting to calculate the likelihood that you murdered Halcyon Helen. Please stand by. My apologies, Captain. Attempting to follow your reasoning has taxed my logic modules to exhaustion. I will require time to reset my subroutines.
You mean, you want me to change the topic?
Yes, Captain. Thank you for understanding. How can I be of assistance?
I'll talk to you later.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
And with that, the murder on Eridanos is complete. So, before I do anything else, let me go and upgrade everyone's kit. Well, everyone who can be upgraded. So you have a machine gun 2, Inferno Scythe. Let's grab an Inferno Scythe Gold. Okay, Nyoka. You got a light machine gun and a tremor cleaver. Let's give you the all-in. And let's see here. Let's see if we can find another axe for you.
Yippee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Brontide will work. And Felix. I know I'm gonna give you the signed toss ball stick, because that's your thing. I do believe I saw in here a grenade launcher too. So I'm going to give you that. And yes, I do appear to be a bit of a hoarder. Okay, now where was that grenade launcher I saw? There it is. Actually, let me see. What other options do I... Could give you the recharge. With recharge, that means you'd be good for both fleshy things and metal things. Especially if I give you a little bit of a workout. Now you need some armor there. Yeah, I reckon I might save this honored guard's uniform and advanced defensive for myself. So, standard troop armor, riot control armor. The riot control armor is light armor and has stealth skills. This could be a nice upgrade for myself, actually. So let's put the hold on that. What to give for you? Considering how you're a bit of a tossball fan, it would make sense to give Felix a tossball uniform. So the question is what? We've got a Rizzo's Rangers Tosser and Hacker. So the Hacker gives melee damage. Tosser gets gives dodge, a reduction in movement penalty accuracy, and a weapon AoE radius. Yeah, I think I'll give him the Tosser. And yeah, let's give him the mascot noggin. Because, yeah, I haven't given Felix a whole lot of time out in the sun. But that riot control armor is screaming. That's perfect for me. So let's modify it a bit. Right. There we go. Ordnance control. Riot control. Stealth skills. Because... Okay, so we can go with physical armor, cold armor. Let's go with the extra physical armor there. Armor degradation, Nightingale step, that's good for me. Yeah, reduced volume of footsteps and radius of footstep sounds. So we can get a boost to dialogue and leadership skills. A boost to melee and defense skills. Or a boost to stealth skills. What to equip? So let me see. With current armor guide, I've got the thug kit going. If I can go for the silver tongue, so for the extra dialogue and leadership skills for now, and I can always replace it later. So, it's for this one. I could probably leave the gadget one open for now, because not really using the TTD too much.
Here.
There we go. Now let's tinker and raise that up a little bit.
Hip square. Lean forward a little.
Okay, so at level 36, Pravati has the elite troop armor, heavy armor with block and stealth skills.
Just equipment. You're just an engineer using it.
So, level up to 36 would put the Honor Guard's uniform up to 113 versus 114. Okay, so Parvati's armor is currently up to the maximum level.
Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
Seem to gain more and more, more and more swag in my area each time I come on back. Alright, let's empty things out a little bit. I could probably save, like, sorting through and selling stuff for once I'm off stream, because inventory management isn't exactly the most engaging streaming content. I mean, aside from possibly if I was doing like some kind of a simulator type game, but that is not the here and now.
I mean, I still think it could be fun.
Fair.
Like I said, Power Wash is a very popular thing to stream.
True.
For example.
Yeah, at the same time, the Power Wash also doesn't have, and this is, well, the most for inventory management is just going and getting upgrades for your Power Washer.
Enjoying too?
Mm-hmm.
How goes the cleaning?
Well, the most current map that I've been working on my own time over in Power Wash Sim 2 is been working on an old roller rink.
Ooh. Let's see. So is that like after the Zeppelin thing? Because the guy I'm watching play it just finished cleaning a house.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of cleaning a Zeppelin.
So is it like after that one? So I'm just curious if that.
Yeah.
So the roller rink is basically after the Zeppelin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't think it was that close to it. Cool. Although from what I've seen the new play, the shooting range is my favorite so far.
Okay, done a little bit of inventory cleaning. Now that we've finished with the murder on Eridanos, we now can go to tackle the peril on Gorgon. Which, for those who might not remember, because right when we were getting ready to leave for Eridanos, we received a package in the mail. One that contained some kind of a device that was attached to a severed human arm. The package was addressed to the former captain of the ship, Alex Hawthorne, so I guess now it's up to us to go and figure out what the hey hi hello is wrong here. Okay, so Off to Gorgon. Let's see what waits for us here. Ambrose Manor, huh? Alright, Ellie, I'll give you a little rest and let Felix get some airtime. I just cannot part from Parvati.
Yeah, no, Parvati school. Although, from what I can tell, I do kind of like to imagine, like, for gameplay reasons, only 2 people are there. Okay, you might keep a few people on the ship to, you know, watch the ship.
Welcome.
Although, does your ship have security?
We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Do not stray from the path. This thing sounds exactly like Max.
God damn it. Also, God damn it.
Felix, what if it's hurt?
I like to think, you know, like in some of these games when you have multiple companions, you know, technically they're all out there just for gameplay-wise. You only play as, you know, so many, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I see. As far as Prime members here go, one of the things I like about Sam is because, well, Sam his equipment raises level as you level up, so you don't have to spend any resources on leveling up Sam's equipment. That's in that same breath, though, if you put enough into being able to upgrade and tinker with stuff, you can, because tinkering weapons, you can raise their level to a maximum of 5 levels above your current level. So with Sam, his equipment is locked to his level. With everyone else, you could potentially upgrade their gear to be at a higher level. But that also requires resources. So, a bit of the trade-off.
This unit expresses dismay.
The drinks butler said to not stray from the path. I am straying from the path.
Everyone all right?
Like, I know you just did a murder mystery thing, but this gives huge murder mystery vibes.
Yeah, with a name like Paralon Gorgon, could be less a murder mystery and more of a monster thing.
This unit
But then again, we did get pulled into this thing from a package being sent to us that featured a severed arm, as I mentioned before.
Although this looks very zen.
Apparently this is the Tranquility Garden.
Okay, apparently I'm psychic. Or I just know zen.
Also nice to know that if you're, like, I mean, granted I did a lot of doing everything I could.
Hey, do you think it's haunted? I bet it's haunted.
You want it to be haunted, don't you, Felix?
be haunted. Oh, Allah, I'm getting goosebumps.
So, possible
Spooky
haunted
ghost.
house.
Hell yes.
Yes, it's interesting. Definitely have been going a bit out of my way to try and get as much experience as possible, so I'm not sure if it's the same for if you're just trying to speed through everything, but it's nice that even with the DLCs they give you more than enough experience to get to the level cap.
Yeah.
Which means us stinking around trying to play with assigning points from a level up. That was the last chance we had to do that when we were trying to get things to work for that epic dumb moment.
This place looks kind of sad. Like it's been waiting for someone to make a home out of it.
So empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
Hmm.
Great work.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you. Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Well, well, that doesn't bode well.
Yeah. Oh, according to the thing that they'll see, it's a pulp noir. So you went from... So, wait, they're both kind of mystery things, aren't they? Because noir is usually, at least from the pulp part.
I mean, I'm not, I mean, the last one is definitely more akin to, as they have here, Aether Waves, a serial, a good classic over the top murder mystery, which means this one's going to be a bit more gritty, possibly filled with narration, edgy narration.
And I never knew what happened. Man, Night City, what are you gonna do?
So who the devil are you?
Alex Hawthorne, dashing space captain, smuggler, and free spirit.
You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon.
Gorgon?
Solemn toast or a cheerful toast?
I mean, you consider yourself a happy person like the Gorgon, or the Gorgon.
Considering that this is a bit of a noir, let's give the solemn toast.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
Okay, the sound effects for that was pretty good.
But you can keep it short and call me Minnie.
Nice to meet you too. Wow.
Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you?
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
I could do that. The staring into space part, I'm still working on the bullet twirling thing.
But if something
Felix?
happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Yeah, before I say anything about this, Felix, keep it in your pants. We got work to do.
Hey, Satoshi.
Dumb. He got fired just because he lost an arm?
Among other parts, I assume. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
His recording mentioned a high-stakes job.
Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
I could get used to people offering us a job at first glance. Usually they just squint at us all suspicious-like. Or reach for a pistol.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
If I see anyone like that, I'll let you know.
You're not grasping this, are you? You're the one I'm after. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
I'm not surprised. Spacer's Choice is one big accident waiting to happen.
I wish I could say otherwise. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Sounds like she was the corporation's patsy.
My thoughts exactly. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Maybe there's another side of that story.
No doubt. I only wish Mother was here to tell it in her own words. Mother worked herself to the bone. She wanted to make the colony a better place, no matter who or what got sacrificed along the way. She never spared a thought for those of us who cherished her, who suffered for her idea of progress.
Sounds like she is pretty consumed by her work.
It was difficult on us, but not so difficult for her. Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle.
What do you think happened on Gorgon?
I don't know, and Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Where's your father in all this?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
Sometimes the prettiest things in life are the deadliest.
That's fair.
Are you interested in justice, revenge, or both?
Neither. It's vindication I want. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Danger and corporate intrigue. Sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
What'd you tell Lucky about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
Just making sure I have what I need.
Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he listened to any of my advice. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
I'll try not to, since it's my life on the line.
That's the spirit. There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
The Sprat Shack? Hope they don't serve real sprats. There's a sprat worse place in the Groundbreaker. Tried it once, and I was sick for a week.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
What's the catch? There's always a catch.
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Bite the nav key. Yep, it's real.
How can you tell? On second thought, don't answer that. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gain of employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Hey boss, what's our policy on getting to know our clients a little better? You think she'd appreciate some company?
Darn it, Felix. Do whatever you want, just leave me out of it.
No offense, but that was kind of the plan. Miss Ambrose? Must get awful lonesome up here all by yourself. What do you do for fun? Because, if you're interested, I've got the full set of Terror on Monarch.
The last thing I need in my life is more corporate propaganda masquerading as entertainment.
Minnie, he's trying to flirt with you.
He is? Oh dear. It's been a while and I'm out of practice. You seem very nice. And very pretty. And I'm sure there's a wealthy heiress out there who'd be extremely lucky to run away with you. Alas, it isn't me. Are we in agreement?
Hey, no problem. I figured it was worth a shot at least.
That took a lot of guts, Felix.
Hey, thanks. I probably should have written down what I was going to say on my hand. That usually works.
As I said before, keep it in your pants, Felix. We got work to do.
is under construction. Thank you for your patience.
Alright. Time to head out to Gorgon proper.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
This ain't a proper serial adventure without a narrator. How about this? Our intrepid heroes stepped foot on Gorgon, and in the distance, a drinking establishment beckoned.
Evacuation in progress. Spacer's Choice is not responsible for any missed possessions or loved ones left behind.
Yeah, going to disable the emergency evacuation notice. I don't need that going off constantly. This place has definitely seen better days.
Supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared. Is that what my thoughts sound like? Law, I've been standing near that alarm too long. You looking for supplies, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one around here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular. Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
So a named pickaxe. That could be useful if I were to go for a build that takes advantage of that one perk that massively ups the power of improvised weapons.
I could see that.
And let's see, it's got 40 damage to start at 57 DPS level 1. So I wonder what that would look like if it were to be taken all the way up to level 41.
Good question.
Let's see, technical shotgun 3, grenade launcher 3, shotgun hyper revolver mark 3, telescoping staff mark 3, pulse hammer gold, automatic pistol ultra. Not bad, not bad.
Wow! Nice work.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Patchwork mining gear and a rearranged mining helmet. I can't exactly do much for that option to pay that guy's bill, considering I've spent most of my saved up bits upgrading equipment. I'll just have to see about...
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, the Sprat Shack.
Come here. Let's have a chat. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
Just gonna stare.
Good. Look up. Now look down.
Keep looking. You have pretty eyes.
Thank you. Got 'em from my mother. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
You first.
I could do without the sass, but that's good enough. You're cleared. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
What did you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Let me ask you something else.
Just don't ask me to dance.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Yeah, what do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
Highest caliber of what? Is he talking about guns?
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types,
Felix.
and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Yeah, what kinds of people come to the Sprat Shack?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
See you around.
Stay cool.
Now this looks like a real dive. Hey, I wonder if they got those floorboards that creak when a stranger walks in.
Oh, ugh. This place smells like Felix's birth.
I feel like the commentary I'm going to get with having Felix here along with Parvati is going to be quite colorful indeed.
Ah, jeez.
I think I picked a good teammate to come join me for this little adventure.
Are you my agent on the ground?
Sorry?
I just sent to meet a certain someone about a certain piece of merchandise. Just...
Deft hands, Cap.
So that's the way to the back of the bar.
Did you bring the payment?
I don't know.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Bring it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Considering where we just got back from Eridanos, I think I can pass on the spectrum of vodka. So let's go whiskey. I'm feeling refined.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
Not exactly, but can you explain what you mean?
Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Office of Creative Incubation?
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened?
You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Go on.
Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How'd you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
So you're the reason why I got a package with an arm in it. Yeah. The arm made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next of kin, sort of.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Where was Lucky staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Yeah, we know about Gorgon.
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut Gorgon down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Yeah, would any of your regulars have more information about Gorgon?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. And I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the 2nd floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him.
Poor bastard. You looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own.
Yeah, why did he get left behind?
He didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
Yeah, what can you tell me about Leonora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
You know if she spoke with Lucky Montoya at all?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
What are friends for, eh?
Salvagers must be making a fortune off of Gorgon.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt.
No further questions.
You got it, bub.
Yeah, so you run this place.
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
So Sublight owns the Sprat Shack now?
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
Dare I ask why a Sprat owns this bar?
See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater? Oh, imagine one wearing Mr. Thompson's little hat!
Hey, Sprats can be real dangerous. I once saw a Sprat cross a guy off. Well, not exactly. Guy I worked with choked on a Sprat bone while he was having his usual salt tuna for lunch.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
How'd you ever know which Sprat is the right one?
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
Yeah, I guess I'll try not to step on him if I happen by the groundbreaker.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The Sprat Shack's gone through a lot of title holders over the years. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters. What's your pleasure? Come back when you're thirsty.
Okay, so I got 2 folks I can talk to. Plus these ones here.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
Let them talk.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Technically, that's business, not personal.
That's what I've been trying to tell him, but he won't listen.
It's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
I can intervene if you like.
You'd do that for me?
Sure, it's kind of what I do for everyone.
I appreciate it all the same. You'll be paid for your time and expertise, of course. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
State your names for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
What's your side of the story, Trixie?
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
I'll drum my fingers thoughtfully.
Quit leading the prosecution, Hullhead. Anyway, that's my story, ma'am.
What mark did you leave on the salvage, Trixie?
I drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
Couldn't the marauders have walked over it by now, or the wind blown it away?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
Steep my fingers. The salvage will be divided in two.
What? Just how in law's name are we supposed to divide a shipwreck in half?
Freddy's right. It's a shit plan.
You want to maybe rethink that one?
I like how you can.
I made my decision. I stand by it.
Who in law's name is this Joker, Lex?
A real wild card, Trixie. You two can work together to figure this out, or let the shipwreck gather dust. Your choice. Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Does this happen often?
A little too often if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
Glad to be of service. See you around.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
Oh, boss. I was hoping for a scuffle. I had a bottle ready and everything.
That's my captain.
Thank you, Parvati. And Felix. I should smack you. You're such a troublemaker.
More fun that way.
Groundbreaker never had bars this nice. They got balconies and everything.
You think the folks here like strangers? Because some of them are looking at us like they not.
Jerome would have loved this place.
If they're not fond of strangers, well... they'll learn their lessons soon enough.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey's far from over.
Yeah, and seen things. Too many things to fully process them all.
You and me both. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive.
Yeah, depends on what you need.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
This something must be valuable.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Where's Jerome now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
That was very noble of him.
That Jerome always chose the right thing, even when it got him killed. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to Jerome?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
If I come across anything, I'll let you know.
I appreciate it, stranger. I don't expect you to move the stars. Just keep an eye out, and think of me from time to time. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
I wanted to ask you something first.
Yeah?
Did you know Lucky Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Did he mention anything about the Gorgon research facility?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely.
Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary. Like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close.
Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Be seeing you.
I heard a rumor the board is gonna...
I'd say finding her husband's flask isn't easy enough to ask.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding? Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
I talked to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist.
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
How did Byzantium journalists end up stuck in this backwater?
When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice refused to extract me. They left me here to rot. Listen, I hate asking for handouts, but my back's against the wall here. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
Dr. Wells ain't that old, Captain.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why is that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
Okay, what's that got to do with me?
I stashed my interviews around Gorgon when everything went haywire. And now there's about 5 million marauders between me and them. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's your lucky day, Roscoe. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
Alright, easy enough. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
Alrighty then.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping warehouse.
Part of me is tempted to try and deal with some of the sprats, but with how many people are here, there's a good chance I might accidentally end up whacking someone.
Nicely done.
Need a specific code to unlock this one.
Someone's in here. Oh, lol. It's coming back up again.
Alright, I got some things that I can work on, so let's head out and get to it. Let's see the map. Oh, this is a pretty sizable map.
Keep an eye out, Captain. This place don't look entirely safe.
So, going from adventuring on a place run predominantly by Rizzos, to now we're going to dealing with Spacer's Choice.
You gotta show me how you did that.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Kick the automic.
Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. Please do not kick this unit. It has not been programmed to wish you harm. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have a better than natural day.
And it looked like an anti-Cleo's mech. And this place is supposed to be crawling with marauders, but so far, the only marauders I've seen are dead ones. Looks like the way to get in here is from the other way around. Alright. Let's go head this way. Huh. Wonder if this is the crash ship that those two idiots were fighting about. If it is, yeah, not seeing anyone that looks like an overt and incredibly clear sign that this has been tagged.
I see nothing on it.
I mean, the one said that they tagged it by drawing an X in the dirt with their toe.
Yes, like that will stay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, something like a spray paint can something to leave a lasting visible mark to show well, I mean, literally tag it so you can unequivocally claim that you've tagged it for salvage.
Yep.
But then again, since when have we seen particularly high intellects, or I should say, intellect and wisdom in this colony? Not too much. I feel like it's a bit concerning that even though this place is supposed to be crawling with marauders, we haven't come across any live ones yet. Oh, finding some actual hostiles showing up on the radar.
Always wanted to go strolling through a ghost town.
Are all these marauders former townsfolk?
Oh, that looks like he's got a sight that's modded for some N-ray damage. Also, them being a Marauder Colossus, which means he's not going to go down with one swing. Well, that's not good. Mantisaur's here.
Yeah, them those big boys and girls, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Interesting by the looks of that that article. Looks like Lenora's husband tried his best to survive, but ultimately ended up losing his mind.
Yeah.
He started taking adrenatime because he had points where he needed it to stay awake in order to survive, and sadly it ended up helping him, but after a certain point he started showing signs of just getting far more aggressive and, well, if he's not dead, then he's definitely suffering a fate worse than death. Yeah, adrenatime is obviously very addictive and has notable possible side effects on a person's psyche after extended use.
You know, I was just looking at a few things in the background or something. For, like, #1 Sentai, all that stuff. So what's Deca Ranger? Is that like another cop one?
That's the one, Deca Ranger, that's the one that ended up becoming Power Rangers SPD.
So that is another cop-based one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Cool.
And thank you, Max Sweck, for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, this place has a bunch of needles of Adrena time.
This is my second month on Adrena time. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
I mean, considering the way this place is, this whole colony is run, I never really trusted any of the chems that they offered here. But actually seeing some of the actual. Transmission Tower Alpha. When they're lined up just the right way where I can successfully sneak around and get them all, it is quite satisfying when you're actually able to pull that off.
Let's see.
Oh dear, I think I chunky salsa'd this guy. I didn't think I hit him that hard. Ooh, I think that's another named gun. Yep, contraband. Noise range of 3 meters. Yeah, another thought. I could probably unequip the discrepancy amplifier since I'm done over on Eridanos. So for now, I'll go and equip the Utter Buddy. Alright, I'll go turn in this quest real quick.
You find anything out there, you let me know. I'm ready to get off this rock.
I found your husband's flask.
That's it, all right. Law. Still smells like his whiskey, his cigarettes, and that awful cologne he bathed in every morning. Here. I saved up for this, just in case I needed to go out into the ruins myself. Truth be told, I'm glad I never had to use it. You didn't happen to find anything else out there, did you?
This one I feel like I have to give the lie, because...
I mean,
I
yeah.
I don't feel like I just don't feel like I can in good conscience just go out and tell her that he went mad after the evacuation and became a marauder.
Yeah. I mean, just look at her face.
Yeah. Uh, it, so there's probably a good chance that at least one of the marauders I've killed is Jerome, or if not, I'm probably gonna end up meeting him and killing him over the course of my search of this place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I found Jerome. Looks like he died peacefully.
Good. I should have been there for him, but I suppose he wanted to be alone in the end. Thank you for the flask. Jerome and I were supposed to live and die together, but sometimes fate has other plans. Time for me to get off this rock. Memories hang around here like a bad smell, and I could use some fresh air.
Be seeing you, Lenora.
Those were some real nice words, boss. I just hope she'll be alright.
That was a real kind thing you did, Captain. Maybe not what I would have wanted, but it looks to be what she needed.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just the thing, Parvi. I personally feel like that's what she needed, because I can definitely see in the noir bits with some of what I've encountered so far in this DLC. Alright, so let's see what the map looks like for the next one. Okay, I need to find an elevator up, but the one over there is behind a locked gate.
What's that noise? Shh.
Oh, some fresh marauders have moved in. Now let's take these ones out then.
I've been waiting for this. Everyone all right?
Didn't notice that one. Good job, guys.
I love a good brawl.
That's the last of them!
So definitely seeing more marauders cropping up, so...
A lot of the equipment here's still in good shape. Wouldn't go amiss in Edgewater.
I figured Spacer's Choice had a little outpost here. But no, they got the whole asteroid to themselves. How do you just buy a whole asteroid?
Even at the background music they've got going here, definitely makes this place feel a lot more bleak.
I mean, I can imagine.
Great work.
I may not be able to do it consistently, but it certainly does feel good when I can pull off a melee sneak kill of every last marauder in the area.
Hmm.
Judging by the looks, it looks like I am over encumbered. Well, thankfully, this place counts as a fast travel point, so I can fast travel back here after doing my selling slash unloading. So after I finish making the rounds and picking up my spoils, especially considering the time, it's about close to the usual cutoff time anyway. So this is probably a fine point to head back to the unreliable and wrap things up.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because we managed to do a fair bit. We managed to finish the murder on Eridanos. We've opened up and gained access to Gorgon and managed to solve one of the issues here. I gotta wonder what kind of things we'll uncover as we try to get a hold of that journal. Because from everything we're seeing so far seems to be just screaming the usual type of corporal bullshit. In this case, something that went catastrophically wrong. And of course, the corporation, in this case, Spacer's Choice, wouldn't dare let anything out in the open that could damage their brand reputation.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Let's get this elevator here going so I can hopefully open the door at the bottom before we, because this is one of the things I wanted to take care of. Okay, that door's open, so I can access that easy now. So let's head back to the interior of the Unreliable. Save, and then we can wrap things up for tonight.
Indeed, indeed.
Definitely can give him that. Gorgon certainly looks pretty from a distance. Not so much once you get up close.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that we can wrap things up for tonight. Yes. So, yep, Eridanos has been well and properly sorted. We managed, well, technically speaking, the mastermind's own hubris got him. Yes, he thought it was he had. Okay, something tells me that those slugs also have some kind of mental altering effects that just made him so obsessed with the queen.
I mean, mentally slugs force you to be happy. Mentally altering.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have thought. Yes, I realize I'm being a smartass, but
But yeah, those things were parasites, not symbiotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, closest thing to a symbiote that they could relate to could potentially be like the symbiotes in Marvel.
Yeah.
Granted, from what I understand of symbiote lore in Marvel, a lot of the symbiotes are not exactly operating as originally intended.
Not at first. They're better now.
But yeah. So when we next return to the Outer Worlds, we'll be exploring more of the perils on Gorgon. We gotta find those 5 hollow recordings for that reporter so he can get his ass off the rock, and then we've gotta go and track down and see if we can find that journal for our newest employer. And I get the distinct feeling it's not going to be quite as simple as just walking into the deepest areas. Especially considering how we seem to have so many people on this rock that have gone crazy and become marauders from overdosing and over-reliance on adrenatime. When the next one of these streams will be, well, I'll get back as soon as I can, because, as I mentioned at the beginning, since I'm gonna be moving soon, that means I'm gonna be on a short hiatus while everything gets sorted out. I'll definitely do my best to get back in the swing of things as soon as possible. But for now, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Nickname. Always a pleasure.
Indeed.
Looks like the sus one couldn't make it.
Well, he has to pick up our other friend for our convention tomorrow. I imagine he's doing.
Yeah, that was entirely expected and actually somewhat anticipated. But yeah. Yeah. Hey, thanks again to Carl for the 63-month Tier 2 resub, and Max Weck for the follow.
Ooh.
And of course, thank you to everyone who came by to watch. I hope you all had a wonderful time, and until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.